Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Here, big man. Come on, big boy. Good boy, come on. There we go. All right, tough. There we go, buddy. Oh, oh. A little nervous, this guy. Hey, it's okay. Come here. It's all right. It's okay. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Like a big dog. Oh, big dog. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. All right, this is tough. Ooh. A little sensitive in his girth area. She thinks he might have some ulcers going on, so we'll just be careful around him. That's a good boy. All right, so just getting started with him. Got a little soreness in his back up here. Oh, is your back hurting, buddy? Oh. Ouch. He's got some soreness in his back right behind his wither. Come on, buddy. Come on. So I'm going to try to get that stretched out and help that feel a little bit better. Good boy. So whenever a horse has ulcers, you know, ulcers can cause pain to be radiated into a number of different places. One is if the ulcer is causing pain in between his ribs, then it's irritating what's called the intercostal nerve, and that can cause pain to travel all the way up to the withers, down to the sternum, anywhere up in the back. So sometimes it can look like they've got a saddle fit issue or something else going on, but what's happening is the withers are irritated, or the intercostal nerve is irritated, and it's causing pain up along the path that nerve travels. So it can look like he's got something else going on when it's ulcers that are causing the problem. Hello, Jacqueline, I'm getting there. Got a bunch of wrapping to do today and tomorrow, but all presents are purchased at least. I hope you are as well. But he's definitely got some pain in his back here, which is not ulcer related. And I think so far that's the biggest thing that I'm going to be working on here, is helping him with this. That's a good boy. Oh, he's a big boy. All right, let's see. Oh, good boy. Awesome. So obviously when they're sore, you know, they don't want to stand real still. And then they want to move away from your pressure if that pressure is in that painful area. So I'm working on a sore horse. You know, it's real important that I exercise a little bit more patience than I do with the horse that's not sore. I'm getting serenaded over here. All right. So when this area is sore, my personal opinion is that it's sore because it's caught between SI joints and the neck, right? Especially the pole, which have a lot of movement through them. So if they're not moving properly, then they're going to use the thoracic spine in this area of the back to compensate. And so it's usually the compensations that we notice that are sore, not the underlying cause of the compensation. So, you know, my goal is to take note of the discomfort, but try to figure out why it's happening in the first place. Good boy. And when it's in the thoracic spine, you know, to me, I'm either going to find the main cause of that at the SI joints or up at the pole. Good boy. And when I extend him at his SI joints, he seems to be perfectly fine there. There's no pain response there whatsoever. And if their SI joints are sore, when I do that extension pressure point, they're going to react. Flexion doesn't cause them as much discomfort as extension. So you can see how much his back comes up there very easily, and had a nice little release up there as well. And stretching your horses in flexion when they have a sore back is super, super important, because it causes them to engage their core, and when they're lifting their back, all these muscles get a chance to stretch and relax. So it just takes a lot of pressure off of their top line. Oh, good boy. That was beautiful. So anytime your horse has a sore back, I would stay away from extension. So I'd stay away from this one, and I would do lots and lots of flexion. Here, I would get them to lift by using a pressure point on their mid-belly and sternum. Just get them to lift this up, spread out the back, get the spinuses to spread apart, and really take the pressure off their extensors. Good boy. That's a good boy. And then you'll see them have a lot of relief very quickly from that. It's licking me like a puppy dog. California, where are you at? Sacred Lotus Healing? Which part of California? Yeah, you bet, Hillbilly, no problem. Oh. All right. And then you can also use these pressure points to get them to laterally flex. So his butt will come towards me. You can see that. Whoop. So we're getting not only flexion and extension, but we're getting lateral flexion as well. So sometimes people will think if they're having trouble turning left and right, that's because of something happening or not moving properly in the neck. But look at that. As they turn their neck to the left, the butt also has to come to the left. So they're basically doing this as they turn. So you got to make sure that they're comfortable bending this way in the hind end, as well as bending this way in the front end. So they make a C shape with their bodies. So from this side, they would bend this way, and the head would go that way, right? So they would go like this to turn to the left. So you got to make sure that they're comfortable doing it back here as well as up front. And the movement in his hind end seems fine. So, and then right away, you can already see how much his back is improving just by lifting him up, taking that pressure off, and getting those extensor muscles to relax. Hey, buddy. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Good. So I'll show you. He's trying to lick me like a dog. All right, so I'm going to use the pressure point at his sternum to get his mid back to come up. You can see that coming up, 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 up. His head drops. That's perfect. So I know he's comfortable on the wither there. All right, so I'm going to spin him around so you can see when I check his neck. There we go. So I'm going to, if he can come touch my hand at his shoulder. So let's see how his movement is in his head and neck. So I'm going to break over at the pole, rotate around, and drop. Beautiful. That is perfect. And then always check both sides. Let's see how he does going this direction. All right, so you can see the difference, right? Left side, he's like, cool, let's do it. Right side, he's like, nope, I'm going to get out of dodge on that one. So I know I've got some restrictions on the right that I'm going to need to work on. Yeah, someone's singing. Yeah, so right, just based on that, it's something in the front end. I don't know if it's his neck or his poll. Could be something down towards the lower neck and the shoulder, but definitely looking at a front end issue. Come on, buddy. Good boy. So their body language tells you just about everything you need to know. All right, so I'm gonna try it again just to see if we get that same reaction. But there he goes. So you can see him backing up, backing up. Boom, there we go. Good boy. Good boy. So that's one of the reasons I like working in a stall sometimes, because they run out of real estate. And then once they do that, then they'll come around like you're asking. Oh boy. I agree with you, Hillbilly. All right, so preferably I'd like him to rotate around without backing up like that. Let's see. Beautiful. There we go. Good. So they back up, run out of space, rotate around, clears up whatever is causing them that restriction, and then comes right back around. Dime, his name is Tuff, T-U-F-F. So I really like to use those pressure points for a lot of different things. And if you'd like to learn how to do those, I've got a course on my website, which is linked in my bio. So take a look at that, and teach you a whole bunch of things in there about how to keep your horses moving well and feeling good, and how to get them warmed up before a performance. Good, really good lateral flexion at his pull there. Good. Both sides feel really nice. Good boy. You good boy. Oh. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. So funny. Once in a great while, you know, a horse will be badly behaved. I got bit about a month ago in my shoulder. It wasn't a bad bite, but the horse still bit me. And I disciplined the horse. Didn't hit him, didn't do anything like that, just backed him up with the halter. And you should have seen how people were like, oh my gosh, you abused that horse. No wonder they don't like you, blah, 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 blah. It was just crazy. I'm like, you guys clearly haven't seen any of my other videos. But it was like, as soon as I disciplined him for biting me by backing him, it was like all the non-horse people that think horses are dogs, you know, were just all over me. It's like, well, I'm the one who got bit. But it's just so funny how people react to animals being disciplined properly. But they're like, yeah, no wonder they don't like you. And I'm like, really? Like, really? They don't like me? Are you sure? Because this one just wants to lick me all day long. He just hates me, doesn't he? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's really cool, Gen X. I've been just hoping to get into exotic animals. I keep putting that out there and hoping one day it'll happen. But I do love working on these guys. Let's see. Oh, good boy. Still getting serenaded over here. Oh, get it out, buddy. Oh, big stretch. Let's check out his pole here. So I'm gonna put him up here. Just see if he'll extend on my shoulder for me. Good boy. Good boy. So this should always be really nice and comfortable for them. If they're fighting it, then you know what they're telling me is that they need to go the opposite direction. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, there we go. Good boy. Got a big release there. It startled him a little bit. Come on, buddy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. So I'll give him that for a second. Let him figure that out. There he goes. So I look for the head drop, the eyes to soften up. There we go, there's the head drop. Got the wrinkles in the eyebrows. Got a little lick and chew there. Sometimes, I mean, obviously it surprises them because they're horses and they don't know what's coming unless they've had it done a few times before. Good boy. But now he's back with me. Just surprised him a little bit. There he goes, looking at me like a dog again. Yeah, absolutely, Angel. And literally I had a halter, it was a rope halter, and I just took the lead rope and backed him up about 15, 20 feet. And it's like, you're gonna hurt his nose, and there's better ways. Just crazy. It's like, man, that thing is 1,200 pounds. You know, you can't allow that stuff to happen. Awesome. Thank you guys for the likes. If you haven't hit that like button yet for me, I would really, really appreciate it. Looks like we got 91 people and 21 likes. So if you don't mind tapping that like button for me, that would be awesome. Or tap it for Tough. You know, look how sweet he is. Yeah, it hates me for sure. Oh, it's a good boy. All right, let's get his front legs done. There we go. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Nice release in that shoulder. Good boy. Good boy. All right, let's bring this leg forward. Oh, there's a nice little release in the shoulder just when I brought it forward. Good boy. And you can see like his body language is going that way. You know, he's kind of leaning away, which is really, really common when you bring the legs forward. They'll lean back because it's almost like they're trying to get a little bit more of a stretch out of that. And then as it loosens up, the leg will drop, the knee will extend, and they'll usually come forward and down with their head and neck. Sometimes if this is real tight and they need to stretch it, right? So if I have his leg out here, they'll do this and they'll go to the left side, or they'll turn all the way to the left, almost like they're trying to get deeper into that stretch. But you can see how his head and neck has come down. He's enjoying that, licking me like a Labrador. It's a good boy. There's your good boy. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Love that there. Guys, thanks for the likes. I appreciate that. Thanks for helping me get those up there. If you don't want to like, maybe you want to share. Any of that stuff is really, really helpful for me. So thank you guys. Oh, thanks, Angel. Yeah, I just feel like if you're not chill, they're not going to be chill, you know? And especially if you go in and you work on a new horse that doesn't know you, they can be a little bit nervous, especially if they've had, you know, bad experiences with male trainers or male handlers or whatever. And so, you know, you can't greet a nervous or anxious horse with the same energy, right? Because they'll sense that and just kind of blow up. So you just got to be calm and relaxed, and then they will kind of take your lead and follow on most of the time. Good boy. But they can definitely sense your mental state, no question. That was huge. Wow, could you guys hear that one? Oh. Ooh, there we go. Another nice release in the shoulder. Again, this is why I check them all over, because regardless of the, oh wow, there's another one. Regardless of their riders or trainers' chief complaint or concern, you know, they can have issues anywhere. And what the owners and riders might be complaining about is a compensation that's happening due to an underlying cause. And if you just go for the symptom that they're complaining about, you could be missing the whole reason why they're doing that in the first place. So, you know, I'll always ask what's their main concern or any chief complaints today, and they'll tell me what they are. And then I'll still check the entire horse, you know, with the hopes of what I find, you know, having something to do with what they're complaining about. And I found stuff on horses many times that aren't related at all to what the owner or rider is complaining about, and it fixes the problem. So really, I just get the the concern or the complaint. Oh, I just licked my face. The concern or the complaint from the trainers and riders, just to see if what I did helps them. Not really so that I zone in on the areas that they're concerned about. Man, that was kind of nasty. Yeah, they definitely remember Hillbilly for sure. Jacqueline, he's a pleasure horse, so he shows in English and Western pleasure. I can't believe you just licked my face like that. That was nasty. Oh man, but I still love it, you know. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Hey guys, yep, thank you. All right, so let's check his hind end here. Oh, buddy, good boy. Oh, all right. Oh, there we go. Good boy. Oh, good boy, Tough. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Does real good with the slow stuff. When you do the quick stuff, he's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. And then he realizes, okay, I'm okay. Come here, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Awesome. So I got the left hind to do, and then I have some TMJ stuff to do, and then we'll be all done. But if the other 33 or 43 people in here, wait a minute, my math is wrong, 37, oh, it's changing. Anyway, however many of you there are, if you guys can hit the like button for me, I would really appreciate it. Or if you'd like to share the live, that would be amazing as well. Looks like there's about 45 people that haven't tapped the like button, so if you would do so, I would really appreciate it. You can consider it a Christmas present if you want. Good boy. All right, let's check this left hind as well. Good boy. Good boy. What a good boy. Oh, there we go. Really nice release in that hip. Beautiful. Beautiful. And when I'm done with the legs, I like to hit these pressure points one more time. Get them to flex and extend through their backs. Oh, that's beautiful, but I always finish with flexion. There we go. And again, if you'd like to learn how to do those, just check the link in my description. That'll take you right to my Equine Stretching Masterclass, where I show you how to do all of these stretches and pressure points on them. Let's check his jaw, TMJ, make sure that he's moving that just fine to both sides. And I also have a whole bunch of swag on my website as well. So if you want a Sport Horse Chiropractic hat or t-shirt, I've got some long sleeve shirts, I've got some hoodies and tumblers, a whole bunch of stuff on there. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. See, even while I'm doing this, he's staring right at me. And if I'm nervous or anxious, guess what he picks up on? Like something's wrong. And then he won't relax and let me help him. So gotta stay calm and relax while you're working with these guys. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Oh, good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. All right. Sweet, so I'm all done with tough here. I've got one more horse to work on in this barn. Good boy. Awesome. So just to make YouTube happy, I'm gonna stop this live. I'll head over to the other stall and then I'll start up with the last one. So if you guys wanna just hang out and wait for that notification, I'd love to have you on my next one as well. But if I don't see you, have a Merry Christmas. You too, Jacqueline, thank you so much. And I will see you guys on a future live. Have a great holiday.